Hello there, welcome along to a really rather very good London Live special. Now tonight we're going to be concentrating on a young lady who first burst onto our screens in American Idol, which she won back in 2002. Since then, well, she's done quite well. She's on her fourth album, she's won herself 2 Grammys, and she's managed to sell 19 million records worldwide. Yash. And get this, she's still only 26, which is just a tiny bit older than me. Who is it? Of course, it's Kelly Clarkson. Here we are then with Kelly Clarkson. I'm gonna even add in my own little woo.
Woo.
Yeah.
I had a little bit. I don't know if that's vain or not. But
it's fine. It's fine to whoop yourself once in a while.
It's fun.
So the new album, All I Ever Wanted.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about it? What's it like with the build-up to the release of a new album? Is it quite nerve-wracking or just exciting? Or?
No, it's exciting because you've spent the whole time in the studio, like getting all the songs together and everything, and I don't know, it's a different thing when you get to perform it live. So it's like, this is actually probably like the second show we've done.
Are you happy with it?
I'm really happy with it, yeah. You could say like every one of the records are different gears. They're all underlined with pop, you know, it's pop music, but they're all very different from each other. But this record, I went about it the same way I do every record. I like variety, because I mean, you on your iPod do not have just R&B or just rock or just country. You know, you probably have lots of different things, and I like to have that kind of eclectic taste on the album as well.
Tear up the photographs, but yesterday won't let go. Every day, every minute, here comes the emptiness. Just can't leave lonely alone. Every day, hey, this second chance ain't really getting down. You give and take in everything I dreamed about. It's time to let me know, just let go. All I ever wanted was a simple way to get over you. All I ever wanted was an in-between to escape this desperate scene where every lie reveals the truth, baby. 'Cause all I ever wanted was you. I'd rather walk alone, don't wanna chase you around. Every day, every minute, I'd fall 1,000 times before I let you drag me down. Every day, hey, your new beginning was the perfect ending, but I keep feeling we've already been here before. It's time to let me know, just let go. All I ever wanted was a simple way to get over you. All I ever wanted was an in-between to escape this desperate scene where every lie reveals the truth, baby. 'Cause all I ever wanted was. Tell me with so many out there why I always turn to you. Your goodbyes tear me down every time, and it's so easy to see that the blame is on me. All I ever wanted was a simple way over you. All I ever wanted
the first ever American Idol.
Yeah,
Since
first
then,
one.
there's been a lot of pop idols and X Factors and all sorts
Yeah.
over here. But you were like the very first winner. How would you describe the experience now, looking back?
Whirlwind, like, because it was, I don't know, I kind of skipped the whole surreal moment of actually dream coming true because everything happened so fast. So, I don't know, it was very fast. Like, the first 2 years, I don't really remember a whole lot because we just did so much. So, but I don't know, I'm very thankful. I'm happy for how I got in the business.
But it was what you wanted, wasn't it?
To sing, yeah.
Yeah, because you name any fast food outlet in the US, and Paul Kelly's bloody worked there, haven't you? I mean,
I never actually did fast food, but I was a cocktail waitress and I did tons of jobs. Yeah, I was just saying at lunch today. I was so happy that I don't have to cocktail ever again.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Excellent. And then you went on American Idol and you blew Simon Cowell away.
Well, actually, at first Simon he's never insulted me, but the first like couple times that I auditioned, like there's so many different auditions before it gets to TV, he didn't remember me, but Randy and Paula always did. So, and then Simon became like a huge supporter of me during the top 10. So. He's always been really cool.
I think he said something about you being like one of the top 5 most sort of important singers in the world. I might have made that quote up a bit. It was something like that. It was basically.
And if he said it, he was probably highly intoxicated. So, no, he's always been really supportive with me in an odd way. I know every week I'd be like, okay, this is my time. He's gonna just rip into me, and he didn't. He never did, which kind of is more nerve-wracking because every week you're like, okay, it's my turn. He's totally gonna just dog me right now, and it never came. So
because you want to kind of get it out of the way and
I
get it
did.
over and done with.
I know. I was like,
because he's quite the
just do it.
pantomime villain, isn't he? Where he'd like suddenly just turn on you.
I know, and it's like just rip the band-aid, just do it. But he never did. So.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Are you still in touch with him? Does he?
I mean, I run into the 3 judges and Ryan and some other idols every now and then because we do like different events, but. I mean, we don't all barbecue or anything.
Don't go fishing together.
Well, no, we're usually in different, not only states but countries usually. So yeah.
Have you found any sort of stigma attached to being the American Idol winner? Do you feel like you've had to work hard to earn your place now after like 7 years? At first, were other artists a little bit like, oh, she just won?
Well, that is funny because people would make fun of the show, and now all of those artists perform on the show. Yeah. I do find that hilarious, but no. At first, I mean, my whole thing is I was offered contracts when I lived in LA before, and it was literally like I had no say at all with anything. And so I didn't want them. And so Idol was pretty cool, and it still is pretty cool for people that want to be in the business because you get to sing what you want to sing, you get to wear what you want to wear, you get to talk and be yourself, and no one's kind of packaging you. So I was very, excited about the whole opportunity.
Here's the thing, we started out friends. It was cool, it was all pretend. Yeah, sing it! You dedicated, you took the time. It wasn't long till I called you mine. Yeah, louder! And all you'd ever hear is probably going to be my next single, so I hope y'all like it. Yes. Oh, sweetheart, put the bottle down. You got too much talent. I see you through those bloodshot eyes. There's a cure, you found it. Slow motion sparks, you got that chill. Now don't deny it. But boys will be boys, oh yes they will. They wanted to find it. Just give up the game and get into me. In for thrills and get coffee. Oh no, I do not look. Oh, I go slow. So if you want me, I'll come cheap. Keep your head in my hand, your heart on your sleeve. No, I do not look. I fall deep. 'Cause the more that you try, the harder I'll fight to say goodnight. I can't cook, no, but I can clean up the mess she left. Lay your head down and feel the beat. As I kiss your forehead, this may not last, but this is now. So love the one you're with. You wanna chase, but you're chasing your tail. A quick fix won't ever get you well. Oh no, I do not look. I go slow. So if you want me, I'll come cheap. Keep your head in my hand, your heart on your sleeve. No, I do not look. I fall deep. 'Cause the more that you try, the harder I'll fight to stay. 'Cause I feel the distance between us could be over with a snap of your finger. Are y'all ready? Oh no, I do not look. I go slow. So if you want me, I'll come cheap. Keep your head in my hand, your heart on your sleeve. No, I do not look. I fall deep. 'Cause the more that you try, the harder I'll fight to stay. 'Cause the more that you try, the harder I'll fight to stay. Oh, sweetheart, put the bottle down. 'Cause you don't wanna miss out.
Is it true that the people had a problem with you as a woman writing your own stuff and wanting to be in control?
I definitely think it is a bit harder for, and when I say a bit, a lot harder for a girl in the industry. And I just think it's even in any job, not even just the industry. I mean, there's a different sort of presence that comes when you're a woman in charge or when you're a man in charge. It's always going to be that way, I think. But so I'm not like feminist by any means, but I do think it's a lot harder for a girl.
Yeah,
so.
I tend to agree. I tend to definitely agree.
And I'm not like bashing guys or anything. I don't care, but I just.
Well, you'd be surprised.
Stating the obvious.
You'd be surprised with the interviews that I read when I was reading up on you, and it was that kind of thing like, oh, okay, well, she's got an opinion, she's a woman, and she writes her own stuff.
Well, and people, like, all of a sudden would jump to the conclusion, oh, well, she's writing now, and I'm like, I wrote my first single that came out, like, I wrote all on that, actually the first two singles that came out on that first record, and on Breakaway, and on My December, and this record as well, so it's not like, I'm kind of the artist that I love writing, but because I think it's cool for fans to be able to connect with you in that way, because it's coming from your own head and heart, but I also am a big fan of other writers, so I mean, I've always worked with, other writers on every record. So.
What sort of music are you loving at the moment?
Kings of Leon, Sex on Fire, You Somebody. Those are like my mottos right now. I love them. I run to them on repeat. But I love them. Their record's so good. And I love Adele. I think her voice is so beautiful. So I think that's pretty much what I'm into right now.
Have you met Adele or have you met Kings of Leon?
I've met the Kings of Leon, but I've never met Adele, no.
I think Adele was at the Grammys, wasn't she? I think she got one.
I was there for the pre-Grammy stuff and had rehearsals the next day in Nashville, so I couldn't make the actual Grammys, so I didn't meet her there.
Oh, that's annoying.
I don't know, it's kind of not annoying.
They're like 12 hours long, the Grammys, aren't they? Aren't they crazy?
Yeah, they're crazy. Well, I mean, it was kind of one of those things where it wasn't annoying to me because we hadn't rehearsed the new stuff yet, and I was so excited about it, so.
Okay. Now, I hate to even say this name because he's not been very nice, but Perez Hilton is the one who
hates me.
Yeah, he spews forth about you. What is his massive problem with you?
He's been nice recently, I guess. My manager told me that he had said something nice about the new record or whatever, but I'm like, I wronged him in another life. I don't know what I did.
And what's his main beef with you? What's his main problem with you?
I don't know. I've honestly never been. I'm gonna get more flack for this, but I've just never been to a site, so I don't know like exactly. But my friends say he just lays into me. So
it must be one of the difficult sides of this brilliant, wonderful job that you've got now, is sort of coping with sort of the interest in you and in your personal life. I know that you've been asked a million times. I don't know if it's lesbians making this up who want you to be a lesbian.
Yeah, I don't know. That's been the question recently too, and I'm like, is there some picture floating around that looks like I'm kissing a girl? Yeah, no, I'm not gay, but everybody keeps asking me recently. I don't know. I don't date a lot in the public eye as well. Like, I'm not like that girl.
Do you manage to date at all, or did you just date?
I don't know. I'm not really. I'm kind of the girl. Like, even if I've had a boyfriend, I jump right in. I don't really. I've never really dated. I guess because it's always guys I work with, so you know each other.
Okay.
So,
What, in the music business, like sort of around the studio and stuff?
So you're working together, and then it's like, hey, come to dinner or something. So it's not like, I don't really date.
Don't get any
like
ideas,
normal.
cameramen. They all perked up then. They're like, oh, she likes people that she works with. That's fine. The single, My Life Would Suck Without You, just zipped up. Like, is it the Billboard Hot 100 or whatever?
I honestly don't even know the exact chart, but I know it did. Yeah, it's some 90 something.
It was like 97 it went in at, and then whipped right up to 1.
Yeah, pretty crazy. Well, and what I think is crazy about it is I didn't think enough people had heard the song to even like buy it or listen to it or vote for it or anything like that. So I thought that was pretty nuts. But I have a killer fan base. They're super loyal and like super into my music, so it's cool. I keep waiting for some kick in the butt or something, because they're like my I mean they're the reason why. I mean, I love doing this. That's one of the reasons, but also it's, you know, people always be like, oh well, do you think critics will like your album? And I'm like, I don't care if critics like it. They ain't buying it.
Yeah.
Like, my fans are buying the album. I'm more concerned about pleasing them. So, you know.
Do you ever dare to go on a search engine and look yourself up and see?
No, I learned that a long time ago on Idol. They had us at this, there was like a station, we were the first season, and they were trying to get out the fact that there was like a website you could go to. Mm. And so they'd make us sit down there and kind of look at the website. Yeah, so you're reading like this one comment that's like, oh, she's the most beautiful singer in the world. And then there's the next one is like, troll, like it's like ugly, like it's like all these things, and you're like, delete, like I don't want to watch it anymore. So all of us on the top 10, we were like, so lesson learned, never look yourself up or do anything like that, because you're either going to get a big head because you're reading stuff about you and people are just floating steam, and or floating your boat rather, but or you're gonna.
I was like, what's floating steam?
I meant floating your boat.
It's a new phrase.
I just made that up. Isn't that weird? No, but you're either going to get a big head or you're going to get down on yourself. So there's no point in reading about yourself.
Fantastic. Kelly Clarkson, ladies and gentlemen.
Guess this means you're sorry. You're standing at my door. Guess this means you take back all you said before. Like how much you wanted anyone but me. Said you'd never come back, but here you are again.
much.